Hi, my name is Jay Goldenberg. I'm an acting coach here in New York City. Every kind of profession has coaches. Why can't an actor have a coach? Today we'll be looking at the craft of acting from film and television. Anchorman 2.
Chuckwalla. Wendy wore her wedding dress to the orgy. Wendy wore her wedding dress to the orgy.
Well, it's very funny, but this is a parody based on the truth. They're making fun of it, and I think it's great, but actors will make strange sounds, and actors will explore the range of their voices. You're going to hurt yourself physically and vocally if you don't support your voice in the correct way. What can happen is your vocal cords will start to rub against each other, and that develops something called a vocal nodule. And those are like little bumps on your vocal cords. The sound that comes out of your mouth when you do that can possibly be like that, or there'll just be air that will come out. But clearly, your voice won't be able to fully express and go to where it needs to go to tell the story.
Chop Suey says Choppy. Chop Suey, Mickey Mouse, shrieked in pain as the bear trap severed his right leg.
So right there, he's doing a very effective exercise to warm up his mouth. Certain Chop Suey, Billy Button bought a bunch of beautiful bananas. There are all kinds of exercises. It's how to say that and use the muscles without getting tense in your jaw. So one I might do is take my fingers, stretch my lips this way, let them go. To relax all of that, I'm taking the air, blowing through my lips in a very released way. So it's waking up these muscles by stretching them out. It's the same as doing that. If I was going to continue, I'd stretch them that way, I'd stretch them this way. Friends.
I've never been able to cry as an actor, so if I'm in a scene where I have to cry, I cut a hole in my pocket, take a pair of tweezers, and just start pulling.
I have heard someone say that they really pinch themselves really hard. People go, oh, you should never do that. You should never use those fake tears and all of that. And part of me goes, well, maybe you haven't been on a set for 13 hours and done it 26 times. That's hard, and you're tired. I don't necessarily blame the actor. I don't think he or she is wrong for doing that.
Let's say I've just gotten bad news. Well, all I do there is try and divide 232 by 13. And that's how it's done. Great soap opera acting tonight, everybody. Class dismissed.
I've worked in soap operas a lot as a coach. I think it is one of the most demanding jobs in the business, unless you're doing scenes underwater. I think acting on a soap opera should be respected. It is absolutely fine to use some parallel experience you have. Absolutely. I think it's something you should draw from. I do it in my teaching, actually. But the fun of that clip is how ridiculous it is. Big Bang Theory.
I thought we'd start with some basic movement exercises. You know, get our bodies warmed up a little.
All right.
So I just want you to relax and kind of move around in the space. You know, just do whatever feels natural.
I've done exercises like that. The purpose of the exercise is to free yourself, is to be willing to listen to your impulse and let your body just move and go with it without judgment and without caring about who's looking at you or what's happening around you. When one is training, it's very important to have a movement teacher teach you how to relate to your physicality. Opening yourself up in all different ways to a scene, physically, vocally, doing it over the top, doing it as small as you can, will help you discover all of the meat that there might be in the scene that you have not gotten or seen at all. The Office.
La 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 la.
Boom! Detective Michael's card!
I'm with the FBI.
Think about this. What is the most exciting thing that can happen on TV or in movies or in real life? Somebody has a gun.
I love that. It's the antithesis of improv. So instead of working with your partner, you're killing all of them.
Stop. They're not. Stop. Boom. Okay, you shot me. Great.
What?
Stop.
Why?
Okay, you can't just shoot everyone in the scene.
Well, if you hadn't stopped the scene, you would have seen where it was going.
Okay, what about the scene they set up?
Boring.
No, it wasn't.
The main rule of improv is yes and. But if you kill someone, it's the end of the scene. You want to develop the story with the other people that are improvising, whether it be one person or a group of people. It's also great training in staying in the moment. You have to be present. You don't know what's going to happen. The Sopranos.
A.
B.
A.
B.
Outstanding. A case in point, words are only words. You just saw two actors have an entire conversation saying only A, and the other responding B.
The beginning of the scene is actually an example of the beginning of a Meisner exercise, done terribly, because what they did was antithetical to what Meisner's about. Scenes aren't really about the words. They're about what is happening between myself and the other person. That's a beginning exercise, and it's really difficult. It's called repetition. What happens is you start by the very fundamental beginning of it, just repeating the same thing back and forth, where I'm just dealing with you and your energy and what you're giving to me, and it doesn't matter what's coming out of my mouth. Because I could be saying to you, what a nice shirt. And what I'm saying is, I hate your damn guts.
Mitch, Christopher, you want to give it a try?
Hey, come on, Chris.
Your girlfriend's gonna be pissed.
A.
I must say, I have been in acting exercises when a Meisner exercise is going on and someone punches a hole in the wall. And that's not good. You should never, as an actor, hurt yourself or anyone else or anything else in the space. In a film called Kramer versus Kramer, which is Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep. Dustin Hoffman actually picks up a glass and throws it right to the side of her face, and the glass breaks. She never worked with him again. You just don't do that. If that's planned, they actually make a glass that's a prop glass. But this came out of nowhere. He lost it. It's important for a teacher to be able to guide that. And then to sometimes go, let's stop. Acting and personal therapy are very different things. Barry.
Hey, this is a really good stretch for you. Try to access some rage, you know? Okay?
Why are you dancing with that guy?
Ken? He's just a friend, Sam.
I don't care. I don't like it. It was embarrassing. You look like a whore.
Can you try it again and just like really nail me with the word whore? Like really just come at me, you know?
It's very disturbing to me, actually. Both of them having their scripts in their hands, to me, indicates that they're rushing the process and have had not enough time to explore and or rehearse it yet.
Come on. Hey, Barry, come on. No, just come on. Come on.
Don't do that, please, Sally. Just something I'm not capable of.
When you come into an acting class, they will be safe to fully explore the work and themselves as needed. The acting teacher is in charge of the room. The fact that he's up there on stage with them and supporting her actions, what he should be doing is stopping or slowing down that process, not supporting that intrusion. La La Land.
I just thought, I don't know what I thought.
One second.
I guess I thought it was...
What? Just on the phone?
Tell her I'll call her back.
Ugh, that scene breaks my heart. She was fighting to stay in it, yet she knew what was happening. Should I say that an actress should stay in it through that? Not necessarily. You can say, can we start again? You have the right to do that. I have a friend. She did the audition and she wasn't satisfied. And they were about to say thank you. And she said, you know what? I'd really like to do this again. And she nailed it and she got the part. So sometimes you need to stand up for yourself and break the rules. The thing that you have to continue to learn is not to take it personally. It's just part of the game. The disaster artist.
What line? What line?
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
What is line?
In a situation like that, which I have done with a client, is asked if I could leave the set with them. Just start walking. Walking and walking. My point is that the scene go out of his brain and him just get into his body and present. Some people might respond to going up to the actor on the set and just having a private talk with them.
Hey.
What?
Okay, maybe just use this. You know, I think it'll help you take your mind
bottle?
off. Hey, listen. What do you always say to me? All right, intensity, show emotion. Throw it, do something crazy. Use the bottle, yes.
Action.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah! I got it!
I think it was the distraction of the plastic bottle. He didn't act the scene, he got the words. But there was no acting going involved. If you saw the physical throw, it was kind of like that. It was the distraction of it, not the actual physical doing, being the Ricardos.
But instead of playing the hands over the eyes guessing game, Ricky just stands there. He can't understand why Lucy doesn't notice he's home any more than we can. He stands there for a full beat and then another, and then merrily, in a slightly exaggerated manner, as we've heard him do 100 times, he says,
Lucy, I'm home.
I love this scene. No one should know more about any character than the actor. Everybody else has not worked on a character like a good actor has. The things she brings up and what has worked in the series or not worked in the series, what makes sense or doesn't make sense is right on the money.
For Ricky is funny.
Hey, Luce, let's talk about it after lunch.
I've worked in this field my whole life. I still learn from great actors. It still makes me so excited when I go and see a performance and I walk out going, how did he do that? How did she do that? You just don't go to the set the first day and boom, you just learn your lines and it's there. And I don't think people realize that. It's an incredible amount of work. They have no idea.